Hi there, this is Cosmik Laila's Sardonic Wit Podcast. I'm Cosmik Laila, and tonight I'm going to be interviewing a very special guest, that famous, quirky Sicilian and vicar, Pope Francis the Frog I. So tell us, Pope Francis, how are you doing this evening?
Holy cheese. I feel like I've been hit by a damn Mack truck. Well, not scheduled for this interview, so I'm going to go through with it anyway. By the way, I think the Chinese are jamming my transmission from the Vatican. I usually get to see the questions first, but here we go. What's your questions?
How long have you been in the poping business?
What do you mean, poping business? It's not a business. Since forever. They beamed me back into the pond in 2013 using the top secret chronovisor. Because Ratso Benny had to be shipped back out. He was doing a lousy job.
Is it hard work to be Pope?
I work 244 hours a day, 88 days a week, 4,065 days a year non-stop. That's why I'm taking a Pope time out for a little while. I hope you don't mind.
Do you get any friction from the other frogs, you being a special Pope and all?
Oh, I'm not that special. But yeah, they resent the heck out of me, but that's just part of the gig. I have to keep down the hubbub. You know how it is.
Does the Church of Frogs receive any secret kickbacks from other churches or the government?
All the time. Are you kidding? But it's a secret, so I can't talk about it, okay?
It's been reported that you caught a cold lately. What happened?
Excuse me. Someone left my cake out in the rain, and they ran out with my ponchos. Now I'm using a pontiff kerchief. Excuse me, I'm sorry. It's hard to stay warm in the pond these days with all the cold water melting from the ice caps. So I'm sitting here with my arm out and my leg up. But I think I'm getting better, and so do the frog OMED technicians. I think they think I'm getting better too. Excuse me.
What's your attitude toward the French? As you know, they're very fond of your legs.
Oh, don't talk to me about the French. If my legs end up in a French plate, there will be hell to pay. You got that? Hell to pay. Okay. Don't talk to me about the French.
Is there an amphibian afterlife?
Of course. We're all going to frog heaven. The salamanders, of course, will go to salamander heaven, as it should be.
Do you have any other hobbies when not doing Pope stuff?
When am I not doing Pope stuff? I always do Pope stuff, but anyway. Well, let's see. I enjoy playing pocket pool, mahjong, and skipping stones in the pond, among other things.
Do you enjoy human-made music? If so, what kind of music do you listen to?
Well, I usually listen to, religious music. Music that is involved with, Pope religion type stuff. But some of my favorite secular music is Buckethead, the Rolling Stones that gather no moss, the Green Machine. However, the Beatles, the Crickets, and the Roaches, because they are insects, are not allowed in the Vatican, although they can be quite tasty.
When you rivet, Do you believe it is important to ribbit good?
Well, a ribbit is kind of like a hiccup, only backwards. And of course, as Pope of Frogs, I must always ribbit good. Ribbit, 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 ribbit good.
Is it true that the Pope smokes dope?
Getting a little winded there. I'm just barely coming out of the woods myself. You know, people say, why can't you teach a bear to shit in a toilet? And then they wonder, does the Pope really shit in the woods? Well, the answer is the Pope doesn't shit at all. That's why he needs X-Lax and hospital care. But in answer to your question, I smoke cigars provided to me by the cardinal frogs. So I don't know what they're putting in there, but it sure does get me out there.
What are the 3 most enlightening things you have to tell our viewers?
Beware of lightning. Beware of darkness. And, most importantly, beware of the dump. I guess that's it, so I'll see you later.
Thank you, Mr. Pope Francis. It's been quite a hoppin' adventure talking to you. This has been a Cosmik Laila Sardonic Wit podcast. Ciao.